Guess where we are going today, Jack?
We're going to go to Marseille and switch trains, and then we're going to get another train to Provence. We're going to see the lavender fields.
Oh la la!
I know.
And guess who's coming with us? There she is. Bella is coming with us.
Yes.
So, we're on our very first train. This is one of the good things about living in Nice. We just live 5 minutes from a tram. Get on the tram, we're 5 minutes from the train station. And now we're on the TGV high-speed train. First stop, Marseille, France. So, we'll see you there.
Bye.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving. Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something.
Tira fuori il trascino, dai.
Devo ricambiare tutto.
Via, dai, su, che palle. Che hai?
Ha detto che la prima con la moglie è più bella.
Ah sì? Ah, mamma mia, gentile. Gentilissimo.
And that is the beautiful Abbey de Cotignac here in Provence. And look at the beautiful fields of lavender.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
So we noticed that they built a lot of these stone privacy walls, and the way they build them is they stack the bottom stones up, and then when you get to the top of the wall, you stack the top row all pointy. And the idea is by doing them pointy, it prevents you from climbing over the wall. Here's another example of the wall with the pointed stones on top to keep you from climbing over. Here's another example of that wall with the pointed stones on top.
Storing everything within. Oh, dreamy breeze. castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The town that we're staying in is such a cute town. It's called Cotignac, and that's where we found an Airbnb. This isn't the Airbnb we're staying in. This just happens to be one of the houses here. And I thought it's so nice with wind chimes. You can just hear them on the wind. So pretty. This town is rated one of the most beautiful in France. It's very charming. So we were just wandering, heading down into the center of town looking for a restaurant where we have a dinner reservation this evening. It's so quiet, all you can hear are our footsteps on the street. I love this door knocker. I wish we needed a door knocker on our door. I would want one like that. This town looks very old. We haven't done any research on the history, but by the time you're seeing this video, I will have done a little bit of research to find out how old it is. So pretty, isn't it? Look at that. It's all uphill back to our Airbnb. Oh, look at a town.
Now, the most
Fountain.
important thing in every old Renaissance town was to have a fountain that brought fresh water, because the apartments and buildings themselves did not have fresh water. You had to bring a jar or a pitcher down here, fill it up at the fountain, and then there was usually a washing area where you could wash laundry around it. So this is the leftover original fountain around which a city was built.
Interesting.
Here's your size door.
There's another pretty door.
This looks like a gentrified house. They fixed up the neighborhood there.
Yes, it's very nice.
It's the old water spigot for that house.
Oh, there's one for rent. It's a long way from everything, but it is a pretty town. We're getting further along in town. Okay, I don't know who this is, but in case he's somebody you know, he died for France.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the
June 27th, 1944.
Oh, I see. The street is Rue Gabriel Felice, and it's named after the guy who died for France on July 27th, 1944. Again.
This is one of the oldest of the old French towns. You could see it dates back probably to the Renaissance time, even before streets and roads. It looks like they had carriage openings for horses downstairs and the apartments upstairs. And the narrowness of the street and the windingness of the street call back to an earlier time. This is somebody's old stable. The large stones at the base are to keep the wagon wheels from hitting the sides as they pulled in, because the hub sticked out a little bit. So originally somebody kept a carriage and a horse in there on the ground floor. There's an old stream that flows underneath the city. That's where the water for the wells came from.
Elle a décidé que tu l'as. Quand quelqu'un est bloqué au point de vue, il a décidé que
Bella Bella.
I thank God for everything He's done to me. Every morning when I open the window, I feel a little fresh breeze come to wish me the face.
Ah ouais, bah oui.
Tried to get a reservation here, but unfortunately they were booked this evening. So we're going to another recommended restaurant here in town. So this could be the old village laundry here. Lots of room for washing clothes.
So the water would first come out into the first basin. That would be where you'd be soaking the clothes. The second would be the wash basin with soap. And then the third is the rinse at the end. So when people lived here in the Renaissance times, this was the public laundry for the whole city. Everybody would come here and do their laundry in this project, in this building, as a community get-together thing. And now, Anne, you have your own washer and dryer at your house, don't you, Anne? You brought America here to France.
It was here before we got here.
You lucky duck, you. You don't have to come to the village square to do your laundry anymore.
Not yet.
On va pas prendre un
Je suis avec Lignette qui me demande des débriefs avec des copines.
Tonight is the Fête de la Musique, which is what all this music is about. Tonight we're having dinner at Provence.
And a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
This is Anne at a very secret garden, having a little glass of rosé after a day of checking out the music festival here in town. She wants to crawl up into the mountains afterwards and check out the Troglodytes to see what the Troglodytes used to live, just like in the old days here in France. I'll let her edit as needed for that. But she's been like all over. Like first, we were at like the train station and we rented a car. And then she said, let's drive to like 2 hours in this direction. And then after that, we don't want to really go to the place, even though it's like a monastery. We just look through the fence at the monastery and take a picture. And then let's just get back in the car and then yell at each other because we're lost and we can't get a signal. And then let's drive for like 3 more hours in the other direction to the point where the road sign starts saying Nice, like we've driven so far, we're almost back home. But luckily, here we are in a little town where you drive by a stone wall that's 60 centimeters high and then make a left turn down a hill And then we ended up on the top of a hill because that was the wrong place. And then again, we couldn't get a signal. Then we called the person from the Airbnb, and that person wouldn't answer. And then we got like in the car, we're like a little bit short with each other. We're like, I can't get a hold of them. I don't know where it is. And then I said like, well, let me just follow the GPS. Let's just plug in the thing. Oh, that's just wait. Just sit right here in the parking lot. Don't you move one more inch until I get directions. And then at that point, Bella and I figured, let's just drive away and see what happens. And we followed the GPS, and the roads are really, really wiggly here. Like it's almost like Villefranche-sur-Mer. Like you can see a road, and then you can see something else. But even though it's there, you sometimes can't get to it. Eventually, we found it. Then we parked the car in the only open parking spot on the street in front of our Airbnb. And then we walked into the Airbnb, we changed, and we walked into town. And we found this delightful little place. It's like a little paradise hidden away in France. So if you're ever in this part of town, just realize there's no way to like know where you're supposed to go.
What town are you in, Jess?
I'm in some little town.
What town?
I think it's like Troglodyteville. Troglodyte, something like that. And we'll probably take Troglodyte, and then over top there'll be a letter that'll say, this is what Jeff said, Troglodyte, but we're really here in this little town, and she'll straighten you out. Sometimes late in the afternoon, like if Jeff has already stopped for like a happy hour, the story gets a little silly.
Sit. Sit.
So this is how to train your dog at a restaurant. You use the bread from the bread basket, and the dog behaves beautifully underneath the table.
Barks command.
Okay. All right. Did you say she would like some butter with that bread? Swipe of butter. So discreet, nobody noticed. Oh, what's that noise?
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. But I'm pretending it's not my fault. No, no, no. The way you make glitter, you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh, no, no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now.
So if you look closely up there in the hills, we have some troglodyte homes where people actually lived in that cliff. And they may even still live there. Years ago, I saw some troglodyte homes that were still being lived in, and they were furnished quite nicely. I didn't get to go in myself, but I saw photographs of what the insides look like. And we're not 100% sure there are people living in the troglodyte homes up here. But there they are up there.
Bon.
Par là les filles, allez.
Perhaps a better view of the troglodyte homes. Look, there might be somebody living in that one. See, look at that. Looks like it has a window and a railing. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So we're coming up the hill towards the Airbnb that we're staying at tonight. Lots of kitty cats in this town. It's the first place in France I've seen so many cats. We don't have that many cats running around in Nice. So we're staying in that apartment up there. So here we have Jeff at what looks like it may have been a troglodyte house.
Hello, Mr. Troglodyte. Hello. Hello, Mr. Troglodyte. Can we come in and see your house?
Look at that.
Inside you'll see there's like smoke marks on the roof from having a fire in here. There's like a little wall between like one part in the front and then where you would sleep in the back. So this was like a troglodyte house in the old days. And if you look closely, you can see like Neanderthal paintings on the wall in blood.
Where?
Right over there.
Where?
Right over there.
Point to where?
Oh, me troglodyte sleep good in cave last night. Hum laka laka laka, hum laka laka laka, hum laka laka laka, hum ba ba. Someday, my children, all this will be yours. I leave this troglodyte house to my children. Because of the inheritance rules, you will only own 3/4 of it. But it's all yours, my children.
Who gets the other quarter?
You, my troglodyte wife.
Where are these paintings you speak of, Mr.?
Boom laka laka laka, boom laka laka.
Where are the troglodyte paintings?
Right here. Sorry, non-troglodyte. You will have to stay outside the troglodyte house, while the rest of us explore the troglodyte guest house. This would be the little spot where you keep your troglodyte keys when you come in. Here's another little spot here where you take, like, if you caught a rabbit the night before, you put them there. This is a spot here for your little coffee maker. It's like a little bar. See, there's a little spot in the corner there. That used to be where water came into the troglodyte house. And there's like a hook in the wall here. And over here, as we get to the back, where the animals come jumping out, this is where the animals come jumping out of the troglodyte house to see Anne. And here, let me give you a tour of the whole troglodyte house. This would be what I call the troglodyte master suite, right here. This is where you and your troglodyte partner would relax and have a wonderful evening. Oh look, poor Anne, she's so far away. This is like almost as big as our apartment in Nice. All right, back to the real world. Goodbye to my troglodyte friends. I love you all.
Where are the paintings?
Boom laka laka laka. Here's a painting right here. There's a painting right there, troglodyte. And one up here. And more up there. Come to Troglodyte World. You see them all. They're all here in Troglodyte World. Careful there. I was told there's a large animal that comes out of the troglodyte house and attacks you. That's why all those pictures were on the wall of like spears and stuff, killing those bad troglodyte enemies.
Okay, are you ready to go get breakfast?
I am.
All right, let's go.
Boom laka laka.
And we are off on another adventure today. As you can see, it's all downhill. So if you come to Cotignac, bring your walking shoes.
I would say bring your hiking boots or your mountain climbing boots.
Yeah, it's not for people with mobility issues for sure.
Here we are, 1746, the gate to the city. It's in the cornerstone over the entryway.
Interesting.
This is where you have to go through the gate and make a hard turn to the left.
Oh goodness, don't drive into somebody's house, Jeff.
You can see on the wall there where they've hit that downspout a couple of times already. The only thing we're doing is just following downhill, figuring downhill is where we want to end up. Because there's not exactly any GPS directions at this point. Now it looks like we make a hard right.
least you have a car in automatic and not manual like last time.
Manual, we would have hit a couple of walls already. So when you come to France to visit these towns, I would highly suggest you get the full insurance coverage.
And the smallest car. Are you going to get through there?
Well, I'm going to have to...
Whew, that was close.
I don't know where these people come from. Why are they driving a car, they said.
Just imagine maneuvering these streets in a wider car.
Or like a SUV. Like a big GMC Denali. And you'll see from the street sign, it's yield, no right turn, one-way street. Look at this, a two-way street. Unbelievable.
All right.
Remarkable. So here at the end of a long trip, from high on the top of a hill, we get our first glimpse of the lavender fields here.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain.
So it's our lavender ice cream break. And even Bella has some. She doesn't want to look up. She's too busy. Too busy eating her ice cream.
There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin. yesterday.